Too many companies are closing. Too many jobs are disappearing. And today we're going to do something about it. In this video, we show you how you can be one of the most critical people in any company, a mood mechanic. Having a bad day, you can tune it up. Is someone running on empty? You can fill them up. Staff morale down? You'll have the tools to turn it around. Being a mood mechanic rocks. It's like having your own reality repair kit. And it's yours today for 3 easy payments of absolutely free. Yay! So let's learn it. Do you remember your first car? Well, I'm going to tell you how someone destroyed my first car. You see, I get this car, best car ever. Sure, it's held together by bumper stickers, or as I like to call them, car band-aids. Why remove a rust spot when you can cover it? Am I right? And it's kind of a beater, but I love this car. And then suddenly someone asks to borrow it for a few weeks. And I'm like, listen, this car burns way more oil than a vaping convention. This is a dipstick. And this is a liter of oil. Whatever you do, don't forget to check the oil and fill the oil. What do you think happens next? Yep. The oil supply runs dry, and that's when engines die. And then you get the call that starts way too lovely. Hey, Paul, how's it going? And you're like, car's dead, ain't it? And they're like, yeah, car's dead. The human mind is like a car. It needs things. Your car needs oil, brake fluid, and washer fluid. Your mind needs things too, stuff like hope, connection, and a sense of purpose. Without those things, your spirit will starve and die. Life will come to a grinding halt. And today we're going to talk about the one thing you need that's the easiest to forget, but thankfully it's also the easiest to fill. I call it your why supply. And it's critical. When your why supply runs dry, horrible things happen. But thankfully, later on, as a mood mechanic, you will learn a bunch of ways to fill it up. But first, what is your why supply and why do you need it? In life, we have the what, the how, and the why. What we do, how we do it, and why we do it. And a great way to learn the difference is to look at a tire business. Tire business. What do? You sell tires. That's what you do. People throw money at you and you throw tires at them. It's simple. And if you stop there, you're like every other tire store, plain, dull, and potato-like. And unless you do more than that, a competitor is going to eat you for breakfast. That's where the how comes in. How do you do it? Let's say you have a 16-point tire safety inspection. Maybe you send people a text reminding them to tighten their lug nuts later that day. That's the how. How you do it is how you set yourself apart from everyone else. It's the how, it's how you turn average into good. But life's too short for just good. You want to be great. And that's where the why comes in. Tire shop. Why do you do it? Let's say it's to make sure families get home safe every day. That's a higher purpose than just making money. You're driven by the knowledge that putting the right tires on a car is the best way to keep families out of ditches and keep kids out of coffins. Man, that's a why. The higher reason that drives what you do and how you do it. Saving lives. That's a great why. And if your why supply is running high, you'll be able to drive through the toughest of work days and endure the craziest of Karens with a smile on your face. A good why supply can motivate staff, attract customers, supercharge sales, and crush the competition. But here's a warning. If a company doesn't have a clear why, it's going to die. So will the human spirit. And that's where a mood mechanic comes in. A good mood mechanic can take a company from good to great. They always look for ways to fill up the why supply of any person, situation, or organization. And in the next video, we'll give you some pro tips on how you can be the best mood mechanic ever.